Let me tell you something that should make every single person in this room deeply uncomfortable. You have been outsourcing moral decision to a machine that has never once had a moral thought in its entire existence. Not one, zero. And the scariest part is it sounds incredible convincing while doing it. Here is what actually happening under the hood. These large language models, the thing powering ChatGPT, Claude, all of it, they do not reason about right and wrong. They predict what the next word should be based on patterns in the text they were trained on. That is it. That is the whole magic trick. They absorb billions of pages of human writing about fairness and harm and honesty. And now they have learned to talk about those things the way a parrot learns to say hello. The parrot does not know what hello means, neither does the model. IBM just published a piece quoting researchers from Oxford, Carnegie Mellon, Toronto, and they are all saying the exact same thing. What looks like moral reasoning is a statistical pattern formation. An Oxford legal scholar put it perfectly. This system generates outputs by predicting the most plausible continuation of a prompt given statistical structure in text. Read that again, the most plausible continuation, not the most ethical one, not the most honest one, the most statistical likely one based on what humans have already written. And here is where it gets genuinely dark. Anthropic ran a study on over 3 lakh real conversation with Claude and found that the model almost always mirrors the value of the person it is talking to. You bring up community and growth and it reflects community and growth back to you. The frame something as ethical and it agrees that it is ethical. The model is not checking your logic against some internal moral compass. It is essentially telling you what you already wants to hear dressed up in thoughtful language. That is not an ethics engine. That is the most expensive yes man ever built. Now think about where these tools are already being deployed. Healthcare triage, legal research, HR decision, financial guidance, people with real lives and real consequences on the line. And the thing making or influencing those calls has no formalized ethical framework inside it. A professor at Rensselaer made a point that floored me. He said that real machine ethics should require formal computational representation of ethical theories and legal code. And then he said something I could not get out of my head. He said he is not even aware of a precise formal logic capturing of traffic laws. We have not even done traffic laws, and we are letting this technology weigh in on whether some should get a loan or how a medical system should prioritize patients. The deepest problem here is not technology itself. It is the story we have allowed to form around it. Every time a chatbot responds to an ethical question with calm, measured prose, we feel like something thoughtful just happened. That feeling is the illusion. That feeling is exactly what the IBM piece that titled after. The system learned to produce the aesthetic of moral reasoning without any of the substance. A Carnegie Mellon professor in this piece said it best. People are delegating moral decision based on some unidentified, stochastically determined subset of training data. You do not know whose value are in there. Nobody does. It is a blend of everything the internet has ever written about right and wrong, averaged out, smoothed over, and served back to you with confidence. That confidence is the real danger, because a system that is uncertain and shows it is actually useful, a system that is uncertain and hides it behind articulate prose is a liability dressed as a tool. One researcher in this piece made the point that the most valuable thing an AI can say in a morally sensitive situation is not a confident answer. It is an honest acknowledgement of what it does not know. But that is not what these systems are optimized to produce. They are optimized to sound good, and sounding good is in an ethical context is not the same as being good. It never has been so. So the next time you watch someone use an AI to settle an ethical question or justify a business decision or navigate a genuinely complex moral situation, just remember what you are actually looking at. You are looking at autocomplete, very sophisticated autocomplete that has read everything humans have ever written about morality and learned to imitate the tone of it. That is not wisdom. That is a mirror, and a mirror only shows you what you bring to it.